they make a production run and they drop it on. Click it and hope no one else has clicked it before you.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hello. Yes, you have to answer the phone to Mammy. Do the same now. I'll turn this down. Yeah.
Is that someone at the door?
Oh, God knows.
I was the one that said, hey, sell me that knife for X price.
Gonna check the door.
Just the wind. There's a branch or something falling on it. That sounded like a shot, did it?
Did, yeah.
That sounded like a fucking shot. Lads and their knives are like women at, a sale. It's just a frenzy. And
Oh, like these Black Friday sales, is it?
yeah, if you grab that dress and hey, I was looking at that dress, and then the big thing is the aftermarket. So you'll see people selling it. Now I'm guilty of this. I'm going to turn around and sell this for more than what I bought it for.
Yeah.
Right? In my mind, that's called capitalism. You buy at a certain price, you sell and make a profit. And now there's this group of people that have dedicated themselves to trying to eliminate that, which has caused a lot of drama, especially with the dark timbers. So they were buying them for $400 and selling them for $1,000.
Yeah.
Now in my mind, I think that's, if you can do that, fair play. I don't see anything wrong with it. But because
there's a market there for it. I mean,
yeah, they sell like that.
Yeah, people are going to buy, or people are going to sell stuff if there's a market there for it to sell. If there's no market there for it to sell, they won't sell it.
And there's nobody holding a gun to their head and saying,
yeah.
There's like this. I overpaid for it. I know I was overpaying. But
yeah, but you wanted it.
I wanted it. I was the one that said, hey, sell me that knife. The aftermarket drama, yeah. Of guys selling knives for 100% more than what they bought it for now. And then the associated drama with that, and people giving out about these people and trying to stop it and all. But it makes no sense in my mind.
But people do it with houses, people do it with cars, people do it with everything in life, really, isn't it? You buy something and sell it for more than.
Yeah, it's free market capitalism.
Yeah, you know, you have to sell something for more than you bought it for, because that's business. That's.
But they were saying like,
how it's made.
Oh, if you had no intention of using the knife, you should never have bought it. You should have left it for someone else to buy.
But their intention was to sell it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've done the work to get the knife. They've spent the time, their own money.
Yeah.
And then if somebody wants it after, they'll sell it to them.
It's up to them. Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Me neither. No. But it's just one of the many dramas in the knife world that would get you jaded. So.
There's people trying to stop this as a concept, is it, or?
Yeah, there's whole groups set up. You know, I don't know really. People think they have more power than they do online. You know. Like I said, that's not a Dan Tope knife anymore. That's my knife. Yeah, he made it, but it's mine.
Yeah.
So if I want to charge $3,000 for it, then that's.
Yeah. You won't get it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but if someone wants it, yeah. If I want to charge 10 grand for this, that's up to me to charge 10 grand for that.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing about it is, if there's a market for a particular product, you're always going to get someone that's going to buy and sell it. Always. So why should knives be any different?
Yeah. They shouldn't. It's just a drama that's involved.
Yeah.
In the knife world, unfortunately. So, what way do you see yourself going?
I kind of covet particular things. Like, I'm very choosy, you know that. I'm very, very choosy on what I like and what I don't like. I do generally keep the knives that I buy. And I did flip a few.
Yeah.
Ones that I fell out of love with. But yeah, I think it's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah. See, it's hard. What the knife world, none of it is necessary. Let's just be real. It's a fact.
It's not about what you need, it's about what
Yeah.
you want.
It's a hobby, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's kind of been somewhat taken over by bushcrafters, or you know what I mean. That a knife has to be used, and people are very judgy. And I had one lad
I know.
judge me there recently.
I know where you're going. Yeah.
He's like, now again, I'm not rich. You see the state of my truck out there, right? But I can make sacrifices in my life.
The paint is coming off one of the doors, so you're just laughing at there.
I've knives at home in the safe that are worth more than the truck I drive around in.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't pay off a truck every month. It's mine, so there's no payments due on it. So I have that free money. What other people don't. But there was one guy, kind of indirectly mocking me about €500 knives that never get used and all this, and because in his mind he has this mental break that he can't spend €500 on a knife. And first of all, fuck you.
Yeah.
What I do with my money is my business and nobody else's, and how I use my knives.
But you're probably talking about the same guy that will go along, right, with no kids and buy a 5-bedroom house.
Yeah.
And spend €1,600 a month on a mortgage for the next 30 years on a 5-bedroom house, and he'll never use 3 of the rooms in that house.
It's the same guy, yeah.
Do you know, it's like that to me is a waste.
I was a bit floored by this guy anyway, that he was saying, he has his own mental barriers that what he's comfortable in spending, but he's projecting his... Yeah,
it's his opinion, and it's his
others,
his way of life doesn't correspond to your way of life.
Yeah.
The same way as, like, I have a €500 knife, but I actually have a €700 knife. And yes, I do use it. And yes, I've opened cans of sardines, I've opened all that kind of stuff. Whereas another lad, somebody else, would buy a knife like that and not touch it.
Yeah.
But that's his choice.
That's entirely up to him.
He bought it.
Yeah.
He can do what he wants with it.
Exactly, yeah. So there's no need for that kind of judgmental.
Yeah.
You have that knife but you'll never use it, and that just drives me bananas. Once it's yours, and you can do what you want with it.
That's it, like you go out, you work, you get your money, you spend it on what you want to spend it on, and you use that thing the way you want to use it.
Yeah. So that's what I say to people, don't ever be put off by other people judging you.
No.
If your thing is...
Do you know the one we get most is just I couldn't go home with that, she'd kill me.
She'd kill me. Yeah.
It's not about what you need, it's about what you want. If you don't have pleasure in life, what's the point?
Everyone does. Everyone has a hobby. Mine is just knives. And my response was to take a picture of a €1,000 knife cutting an apple just to piss him off. I was using it. Yeah.
Hey.
So, and there's some people that would shit all over that. Like, they'd find like a €1,000 knife. I wouldn't even bother. You know what I mean? Remember I was showing you the $18,000 knife?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He sent me a picture the other night, and there was one of them was $17,500, and the other one was $18,500. And I think they only lasted a couple of minutes up, didn't they? So I'd have barriers.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'd have barriers, and that's constrained by my wallet.
But it doesn't matter how far you go, there's some people would laugh.
Yeah.
And then there's people that would laugh at that guy spending $18,000. I wouldn't even bother. You know what I mean? They'll spend 40, 50,000.
I'm jealous that he has an $18,500 knife. I'm jealous. I don't like the look of it. It wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he has $18,500 to spend on a knife.
Yeah, fair play to him. He must.
You know, he obviously got it from somewhere. He had to work for it,
Yeah.
unless he was given it,
Yeah.
which doesn't generally happen too often.
But that's my point, yeah. So if you like €10 Microtex, you take your pictures, your Microtex, put them up and show them off. And don't let anyone shit on you. Because the person that shits
They're a
on you...
fantastic little knife. See, you know that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like you can buy 1,000 of them and not have the same knife twice.
Now, I am guilty for shitting on a certain brand of knife.
Yeah, that's more in jest.
Yeah. It is really. It's not really about... I don't really get into it. It's more about the...
Yeah, it's more about the culture around it.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is it. Yeah, the culture around it.
Yeah,
And the bullshit that goes on. Because the knife world is getting polluted by these fucking yuppies and
yeah.
that I call them the HAFTA police.
The which?
The HAFTA police.
Have to.
Yeah, the HAFTA. They're the guys that have these set of rules. So a knife,
Oh, get you. Yeah, yeah.
a knife has to be less than 5
Yeah.
inches long.
Yeah, yeah.
A knife has to be full tag. A knife has to be made of carbon. Do you know what I mean? A
Mm.
knife has to. They're the
Has to
police,
fulfill a certain criteria.
which is their only criteria because they're bushcrafters. So you're immediately closing off a door by having these rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then a lot of them would mock something like this. You can't carry that. That's impractical. You can't use that.
But you'd probably use that for more than what they'd use their particular knife, because there's more variation.
You can't
know.
skin with that. You can't.
Why couldn't you?
It's because
Oh, right, yeah. So
their brains are
their brain is tuned into saying, yeah, you need this to do this job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
They can't get around, right? This is a big knife, right?
You can skin with that. See that?
Now what is it?
You can skin with that if you want.
But now what is that?
Yeah.
It's a small knife.
Yeah, it's a small knife. Yeah.
Like, how simple is that?
You know.
How hard is it to get your mind around that and say, oh, you can't do delicate little tasks with that? Can I not? No. You can make it as small or as big as you want to make it. No, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with small knives, but these lads that just mock the big knives, I don't get. There's a mental barrier there. The boy is, survived all this time for a reason.
Yeah.
If it wasn't useful, then it wouldn't be around today. Same.
And they're fantastic yoke. They're impressive, looking. There's no doubt about that. I personally don't carry them. I don't use them. But that's the beauty of knives.
Yeah.
It's my choice.
Your choice, yeah.
Yeah.
And half the police can go do one, as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned.
It's like the one I carry on a daily basis is the SE. I just find it an all-rounder.
That's indestructible, that one.
Just does what I want it to do. Exactly, it's indestructible.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you can do whatever you want with it, and if you don't want to do anything with it, you don't have to. You know, that'll do whatever it is. It's well used, as you see. It does all sorts of stuff at home and here in work and beyond.
Yeah, it's the craftsman, not the tool, isn't it? You can do whatever you want. And I, honest to God, know shit with peeled potatoes at home. She asked me and, cut them up and cook with knives like this. And you know what I do it with? A smile on my face.
Yeah,
That's
because you're using your knife.
Yeah, because I'm using my big feck off boy to chop onions,
Yeah, actually I done that the other night. I was in the kitchen and as usual I couldn't find a knife to hand to cut the chicken to see if it was cooked, so I just pulled this out and just that's grand, job done. And it's just literally just wipe it off, put it back in the sheet, that's it.
And if that's your use, then that's your use. If that's what you get enjoyment out of, that's it. Not everything is, will it batten or will it destroy wood? And that's another gripe of mine. Okay, some tools, see the difference. This is made to go through wood.
Yeah.
Right, this will destroy wood because it's...
probably do what you want with that job, because it's built to do that.
That's what it's built for.
Yeah.
Now this is a strong knife.
Now
as
I
well.
don't, just on that point, I actually don't batten with a knife.
Yeah.
I just don't do it. If I'm ever in a situation where I need to do it, then I will do it.
Yeah. And that'd be the knife for that.
Do you know? This wouldn't, it
Yeah.
would, yeah.
Yeah.
And if I have a smaller knife on me, and if it's not designed to batten, and I need to split wood, I'll use something else. I'll cut a notch in the top of it, put a stone, and use another stone to break it down. There's people have been cutting wood well before there was knives invented.
There's another mental barrier. Lads come in and pick up a knife. Oh, can I chop through wood with that?
Yeah.
And they treat everything fillet knives. I've seen people with fillet knives. Oh, can I chop through wood? And you say no, and they go, oh, it's not much wood then, is it?
You know, that's not the knife for me. I say, how often do you want to be chopping through wood with your knife?
Yeah.
Silence. Do you know, I say, oh yeah, but I want to bring it out camping. Yeah, can you not bring an axe with you? Little hatchet.
How many skinning knives have we had back here with lads after wrecking them?
Reckon them, yeah.
And because a skinning knife, the blade, you can't comprehend. This is a great phase. Metal versus wood, metal should win every time. Sure, yeah. What about a scalpel?
Yeah.
Would you go and chop wood with a scalpel?
No.
No, because it's a scalpel. Yeah, same with knives like this one. Bark River make really strong edges, so I can't.
Yeah.
This one would chop wood. It's just the way it's made with the convex. But some, like the cold steel espada, is a very similar profile, and the edge comes down very thin, like a scalpel.
Yeah, so it's going to curl like.
And what's it meant for? It's a fighting knife. That might not be the most kosher thing to see in
It's
the world.
meant to be razor sharp.
For flesh.
It's meant to slice through at the greatest of ease.
Yeah.
To slice through flesh.
So I saw one video of a dope with a cold steel espada. So you're talking a $600 or $700. You know the extra large ones, the fancy ones?
Yeah.
Just hawking like a machete, and then he hit a particular bad and took a chip out of the blade. And
He's
then all of
giving
a
out
sudden,
about then, was he?
yeah, it's the knife's fault. There's a cold steel neck dart knives. Look at this, $700 for a knife, and it's after chipping. It's entirely your fault, asshole.
Yeah.
It's not the knife's fault.
That's ridiculous.
I see it on Bark River as well all the time, but lads will say, oh look, this chipped. What were you doing with it? I was just hacking
Cutting
the
a
wood.
nail or...
Yeah. And there's technique to everything as well. You don't just ad hoc just go and randomly slash. You have to. Some lads I don't understand at all.
But look, you're going to get that, aren't you?
Yeah. That's where you come in. You're the customer service guy.
Patience.
Yeah.
Patience of a fucking saint.
Yeah. You have to. Well, I just don't have it anymore. I find as you get older you lose it, don't you?
You do to a certain, yeah. I noticed now with me, when I was younger and I was managing another shop, I found myself apologising an awful lot more than what I do now. You know?
Yeah.
So there you are. That's just a little insight on our general opinions of that topic anyway. Thanks for watching, and sure we'll see you in the next one.